Hello everyone, and today we are going to be making some rabbit treats. And so over here is an up close of the finished product. And they're really easy to make, and they're really good and yummy for your rabbit. Everybody, here is just an overview of our ingredients. For our dry ingredients, we need a cup of Cheerios crushed, 2 heaping tablespoons of oatmeal, 1/3 cup of your rabbit's pellets, and 1/2 cup of flour. For our wet ingredients, we need 1/2 cup blended strawberries and blackberries, 1 carrot, and 1/2 cup of water. About 1/2 cup, sometimes more or maybe sometimes less. Alright everyone, this is just our dry ingredients. We needed Cheerios, oatmeal, our flour, and 1/3 cup of our rabbit pellets. We're then going to add it to our food processor, and I'm going to start out with putting in our rabbit pellets. First, grind that up, add our oatmeal, grind that up, then grind our Cheerios, and then put this in a bowl, and then mix it together with the flour. So here is the grinded up rabbit pellets. Now we're going to add the oatmeal. So this is the rabbit pellets and the oatmeal grinded up. Next is our Cheerios. So this is everything grounded up. As you can see, you got quite a bit of mixture in there. Now we're going to put this in a bowl and mix it with our flour. This is what all the dry ingredients look like mixed together. Next, I just stick it in the refrigerator, not for any particular reason, but just to get it up out of the way while I clean up the mess of the dry ingredients. Next, we're going to do the wet. So these are all the ingredients for the wet. We have our berry blend, which is strawberries and blackberries. We have our carrots that I first cut up into pieces and then cut them in half again. And here we have our 1/2 cup of water. We're going to add it to the blender where it's going to get nice and smooth. These are our frozen blackberries and strawberries, and I'm going to blend them until they're nice and smooth. Add our water to this, all of the water, so that the blender will actually run correctly, instead of it being very hard for the blender to cut up those frozen pieces. From here, it doesn't actually blend all the way, so I then get a knife and I cut up some of the frozen fruits so it'll blend better. This is all nice and creamy. I'm going to add the carrots and also blend together. While I was blending, I got a pan ready to go into the oven. I put tin foil over and I sprayed it with non-stick. I also preheated the oven to 400 degrees. You're going to get your dry ingredients back out from the refrigerator, and you're going to add it to our wet. What it looks like with the dry ingredients with the wet ingredients. Now I'm just going to mix it up. All I'm doing is I'm pressing the mixture in with my spoon, and sometimes you're going to add water, but this time it looks like I don't have to. What my mixture looks like when I have completely stirred it all together, and now we're going to stick it onto our nonstick pan. Okay, so what I do is I then take the ball of dough, and I then get a little bit in my fingertips, and I roll it around in my hands, and it will form a ball. And so since these are each individually, maybe different sizes, or anything like that, they're going to take each a little different time to cook. Now for some of them that are a little smaller compared to some of them that are a little bigger, what we do is we take it and we put it in the oven at 400 degrees for 7 minutes, and then we flip it, then we cook it for another 7 minutes, then we turn off the oven and we leave it there for an hour, and then it will dry it up. Because with the 7 minutes on each side, it is not fully cooked through. That's why we turn off the heat, and then we stick it in the oven and we leave it there for an hour, and then it will be completely hard and delicious for your rabbit. So check back in 7 minutes, and I'll show you how to flip them over. They look like after the first 7-minute interval. Now what we're going to do is we're going to flip them over, and we're going to put them back in for another 7 minutes. At the second time of 7 minutes is up, I'm going to put these back in the oven. They're going to sit there for an hour, and then they will completely dry out and get nice and hard. Just the way your bunny likes it. Okay guys, well here's the finished product. And there's 56 of these, and they have just spent an hour in the oven, drying. Now some of these are kind of big, And now you can either choose to cut them up or with your hand break them up into little pieces and then feed it to your rabbit. Because this is kind of hard for your rabbit to bite into. But it also depends on how big your rabbit is. I have a small rabbit, so this will be really big for him to eat. Now, just to show to you how hard these are. They're hard. Okay. Alright, well thank you guys for watching, and I hope that you guys can go home and make these anytime you'd like. Enjoy!